Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time again this week to meet in your small groups and taking the time to tune into this video blog. I'll tell you, it was a great message from Dr. Strauss, wasn't it? He was one of my professors in seminary, and I love hearing him talk. I found his message to be real and to be down to earth. Well, I guess those are kind of both the same things, aren't they? To be challenging. It really made me think. And as I interacted with him and with the sermon, a couple of verses came to my mind. One of them is from Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 11, where Solomon writes that God has put eternity in our hearts. And the other verse is from Ephesians 5:16. Paul talks about the fact that the days are evil and we're to make the most of them. And I started thinking about the fact that eternity is in my heart, and understand that a lot of times we understand this verse to make us think that, what happens to me when I die, and what is there after time on earth is gone. But it also made me think, when I'm gone here, I want to make a difference for all of eternity. I want my life to count. I don't want to leave a mark. I don't want to leave a blur. I want to leave a mark. I want to make a difference. And then the Ephesians passage reminds me to make the most of all the time that I have. So as you have listened to the message and filled in the outline and thought about this idea of leaving a legacy, well, I wonder what you're thinking about. As you think about making your life count for eternity, I wonder what you're thinking about. As you're thinking about the fact that the days are evil and we should make the most of them, what are you thinking about? I'll tell you what I was thinking about as I listened to this. I thought, well, how can I get involved? What can I do? If I'm not doing anything, what can I do? Well, I thought of a number of things that I thought I'd share with you. Number one, because it's near and dear to my heart, if you're not doing anything and you're thinking, how can I make a difference? Consider being a small group leader. Oh, I'm already in a small group, Scott. Yeah, you are, but we need more small group leaders. You could consider being a mentor. We've got men and women. We've got college students. We've got post-college students who would love to be mentored. If you're a little bit further along in your relationship with Jesus than somebody else, you could be a mentor. What a great way to make a difference. Our Faith Kids ministry on Wednesday nights, on Saturday nights, on Sunday mornings. You want to build in and leave a legacy? Do it in the life of a third grader, a fourth grader, a kindergartner. Our junior high department can use legacy leavers. Our high school, our college, our post-college can use legacy leavers. Our men's ministry can use it. Our women's ministry can use it. What a great ministry we have? It's people who grab the CD from the weekend service and they drive out to people who are homebound. They can't get out, and they drop off the CD for them. They pray with them. They spend some time with them. You talk about leaving a legacy, taking somebody the Word of God so they can listen to it, and then spending some time with them. Oh my goodness. Let me see some of the other things that I wrote down. How about men on a mission? How about helping hands? We got widows who their ceiling fan breaks and they don't know how to fix it. And you can go out there and you can touch a life. You can make a difference. There is nothing, if you do it for God and if you do it in faith, there's nothing that God cannot use for His kingdom. There's nothing He can't use to make a difference and to leave a legacy. One of the things I want you to do as you head into your small groups, I want you to talk about who are the people in your life who have been legacy leavers. I think about my dad and my mom. Taking us to church, teaching us the Bible, teaching us the gospel. I think of the pastor the church I grew up in, and just week in and week out as he lived in front of us, and what a difference that made. I think about the people in the Navigators when I was in college who poured into me and led Derica to Christ. I think about these legacy leavers. Who are some of yours? Spend some time talking about that, and then move on into discussing the sermon, and I know that you'll have a great time. And we're going to have a great weekend on the 19th, celebrating our 75th. So please, 9 or 11 a.m., plan to be there with us. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks for taking the time to be a part of small groups at Emmanuel Faith.